as Roberts had the feed and lots of time to make the pass to Gainey. Jarvis and Drouin battle for it. Roberts knocks it down the boards, and it's held there by Lewis and Roberts. And we have 18:24 to go.
In overtime, scoreless. Tim, the observation that I made between the periods was, I think, very accurate in that the Canadiens just come out freewheeling, loaded for bear, going wide open, full tilt. The Islanders getting caught, more or less, in their own end, saying, oh, how are we going to get out of here?
Now the checking line of the Canadiens out there against Drouin, Gillies, and Westfall. And a scramble for it. It's knocked out by Jarvis, and Gillies racing after with Guy Lapointe. Lapointe gets there and backhands it away. Drouin trying to control it, knocked it over the line, and Dennis Potvin has to cut off Jim Roberts. And Dennis Potvin to Westfall. Westfall for Gillies. Gillies out the end of his stick. Goes into the corner with Lapointe. Roberts slaps it out to the blue line. Jarvis overskates it, and Savard picks it up. Serge Savard into the Islander zone. The pass intended for Gainey, too hard and far. Gainey gets it away from Resch, centers it. Drouin breaks it up. Gainey again to Tremblay. He takes a weak shot, handled by Potvin. Potvin to Gillies, who steers it out. Hart broke his stick on the play. The puck comes into the Montreal zone. Sudden death overtime. Serge Savard. Chartrand intended for Risebrow, too far. The Canadiens changing on the fly. An offside called against New York at the Montreal line.
In regulation time, the Canadiens outshot the Islanders. We on shots on goal as far as tough saves had Resch with 13. Dryden we had tested 9 times, most of that coming in the third period, where he had a flurry of 5 shots, almost within a matter of 3 or 4 minutes, where Dryden really had to be ever so alert. 17-27, and Tim, the Islanders have yet to get that good shot on goal in this overtime.
28-18 for Montreal in the shots department. They have won here in the overtime, and the face-offs have been interesting. Canadiens dominated the first period. Then the Islanders won 15 against 12 by Montreal in the second period, and they had 11 each in the third period. Each team scored once in each period of play. Some rather strange goals in a rather strange game. Robinson knocks it over the line. Risebrow after it. Marshall gets it out. Lambert has to get Risebrow onside. The puck kicked loose, and Marshall gives it to Jerry Hart. We've got Saint Laurent, McMillan, and Nystrom now. The pass for Saint Laurent. Saint Laurent drops to Marshall. Shot is wide, and after it is Tremblay for Montreal, who comes storming down the right side. Hart waiting for him. Tremblay forced to the corner, taken into the end boards. Lambert is checked by Nystrom and Hart. Hart has the puck. Hart up the boards for McMillan, and Chartrand ties him up. Risebrow digs it out. Risebrow watched by Hart. McMillan gets it out of the Islander zone, and the best the Islanders have been able to do is get the puck out of their territory. They've not had an offensive thrust. Tremblay touches it. Icing will be called. Dave Lewis, who's been outstanding tonight for the Islanders, gets it to Dennis Potvin. Potvin up the boards for Harris, a little too far, but Westfall slapped it off the leg of Savard. We've got Mahavlich with Guy Lafleur and Steve Shutt. Guy Lapointe and Serge Savard. A lot of firepower out there again. And they were just off one shift before Bowman had the 2 wingers, the big guys, out there, but icing is called against Montreal. Kind of interesting strategy. He started that line against the Trottier unit, and then he had them back out after giving them just one blow with another line.
Let me give you a unimportant, but I think interesting trivia statistic. The last time that Ken Dryden and Chico Resch faced each other in overtime, Ken Dryden was in goal for Cornell. Chico Resch was in goal for the University of Duluth, Minnesota, and Chico's team won that one by a score. They lost 2-1. Lost 2-1. Double overtime it was.
Trottier against Mahavlich on this faceoff. And Mahavlich wins it to Lafleur, but he can't get it out. Lewis, a shot! It's a post score! Billy Harris! Billy Harris has scored in overtime, and the New York Islanders are alive. They have defeated the Montreal Canadiens 4-3. The first shot hit the goal post, and Harris knocked the rebound in. His 7th playoff goal. And the elated New York Islanders emptied that bench to come out there. The Canadiens have gone quickly to their dressing room. There will be a Game 6 at the Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale, New York. And the New York Islanders have defeated the Montreal Canadiens in overtime by a score of 4-3, and will return after these messages from your local station.